Well, it's a real honour to be president of IBP for the first time. My only regret is I'm wearing this dreadful moustache at the moment for Movember. It'll be coming off in a week's time. I've been told it varies from making me look like a First World War colonel to a Second World War spiv, and neither of which is particularly complimentary, but all for a good cause. Anyway, as I say, I'm really very honoured to be president of IBP, following in the footsteps of some really illustrious names. And I'll tell you in a second just a few of the things we've been working on for what's a great organisation. Just for the moment, for journalists, I think we should all look back on what's been a hard year and congratulate ourselves on what I think we're doing, which is leading the way digitally. We're all under a lot of pressure from publishers and the like to get with the programme, but I really, really think that it's the journalists that are leading the way, whether it's on websites, via apps, digital magazines, etc. And I think we should all give ourselves a round of applause for being the real pioneers in media at the moment. So let's give ourselves a round of applause. Okay, so on to the IBP Awards. Firstly, thank you very much to the sponsors. Gerald's done a great job, fantastic job this year, getting every award sponsored. And I think that's testament to him. He does a great job for IBP. Thank you, Gerald. We've also got numbers well up this year at 280, which is again a fantastic result. And as I understand it, awards are up 16% this year. We've got about 150 or 160 entries, so good, strong competition, and showing that the IBP Awards are very worthwhile winning. As far as IBP goes, we've been working really hard. Denise Shevin, the president before me, one of my best friends in journalism, carried out a review of IBP, and a few things from that are flowing through. Thank you to Andy Geldard, who's set up the really, really successful Twitter feed that we've got, which I urge any of you not on it to follow. We get a really constant flow of news and media news from that. The Futures Group, led by Claire Barrett, has done some great work. In the last year and a half, we've had talks from two very close friends of mine, again in journalism, John Waples, who now I'm afraid has moved to the so-called dark side, but John reflecting on his career at the Sunday Times. Mirabar Hillel still campaigning hard at the Standard, and also via Property Week and lots of other magazines. Mira gave a great talk to anyone aspiring to be a journalist. We've had sessions on how to avoid legal pitfalls for young journalists, really, really crucial right now in these testing times. And then a really, really interesting session back in September on iPad apps. So showing that IBP is at the cutting edge of media for everyone, whether they're a journalist or a communications expert. And on that front, I'd just like to tell you that this spring we'll be launching something called the Communications Awards. Can't give you much more detail now, but that's hopefully going to be a big venture this summer, aimed fairly and squarely at the people in the room who are not journalists. So watch this space. So that's enough from me. I'm now going to hand you over to our guest presenter tonight, perhaps the foremost expert in sustainability, construction and property, someone who's been well ahead of his time for many, many years. I gather he's also got one or two of his own green awards to hand out tonight, having been through a lot of your entries. Let's have a big hand for Jonathan Porritt.